What's up YouTube, this is JP Panther back with a video, and today's video is actually a Disney news update video. I want to talk to you guys about this because I think this is a big deal, and also there's not as much stuff to talk about because of everything what's happening. So again, I will link the articles in the description box down below so you guys can check it out. So again, Disney is losing money like we talked about before because of everything that's happening. Also, this comes from the Hollywood Reporter, so this isn't from like a clickbaiting website. This is from a legit website. So it says Disney's raises $6 billion in debt offering, and I'm gonna read the article. And again, you guys can check it out. Whatever. The Walt Disney Company has raised $6 billion in a new debt offering. The company disclosed the figure in filing with Securities and Exchange Commission on Friday. The company registered 5 different notes set to mature between 2025 to 2050. Wow, shit. With values of between $50 million and 1.75 billion, interest rates between 1.35% and 4.7%. In the following, the company says it tends to use the net processing from the sales of the notes for general corporation purposes, including repayments of in-debts, including commercial paper. In other words, it may use new debt offering to pay down other debt obligations. The company had long-term debt more than $38 billion at the end of last year's financial year. Wow, they had $38 billion. Wow, I had no freaking idea. I mean, I knew they'd lose money. I didn't know it was that much. The company signed its initial to raise flash cash and a filing with the SEC on Thursday. It also released a note to investors warning about the impact the Novo CV is having on its business, including disruption to its sports, creative content, the closure of its park, and lowering advertised sales. We have closed out parks, suspended our cruises, theatrical shows, delays, distribution, films, both domestically and internationally, experienced supply chain disruption, sales impact, the company wrote in a note. In addition, there has been a disruption in creation and availability of content we rely on a variety distribution paths, including more significant the cancel of certain sports events, the shutting down of products of most of film and television. Disney is one of the number one companies turning to debt market in recent weeks. Coca-Cola, Exxon, Pepsi, and Verizon have also debt offerings, and it keeps going on and on and on. And again, it is. I'm saying I'm not like saying because a lot of YouTubers they're like, yeah, Disney's losing. Listen, it is sad that people are losing their jobs. I mean, listen, even I have issues with Disney, but I don't want them to fail. And also, companies like, Coca-Cola, Exxon, Pepsi, and Verizon have also debt offerings. I mean, it's really sad, man, again, but it shows you that, it doesn't matter how much money or how big you are, anything can happen to you feel me? And I try not to get like religious on this channel, whatever, but I do feel like the CV virus is like God's revenge against society, and you take advantage of the blessings. All right, I'm gonna show what happens when you f with me, and this is what's happening right now. So it doesn't matter how rich and powerful you guys are, anything can happen to you at any moment, and your life can go to hell just like that. So that's from the Hollywood Reporter. Also, this other website they talked about. Again, I will link it as well. Simply Wall Street News, and I guess goes on and on. They talk about Disney's debt bringing and stuff like that, and they talk about how like the Fox deal. And I'm trying to read the exact thing. Whatever. Okay. So what is Walt Disney's net debt? The image below, which you can click on the greater detail. Disney had a debt of $58.2 billion, up from $2.7 billion in 1 year. However, it had a U.S. of $6 billion in cash, so its debt is $51 billion. Because the problem is that they were saying that when they bought Fox, it raised the debt like a lot because no one wanted. I even said before, right? They say like a lot of it because of them buying Fox for $71 billion and overspending and stuff like that. They saying that was one of the things that rose their debt, and I can see it, man. You spend $71 billion on 20th Century Fox. They should have bought Fox News, and if you're gonna buy 20th Century Fox, just buy the Marvel, X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Deadpool, and say fuck all the other shit. I mean, spend like $10 billion, get the X-Men, give it to Kevin Feige, boom, 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 and just let them crash and burn. Because 20th Century Fox is worth nothing because Murdoch was like, man, I'm selling this for $71 billion. Go ahead, get this crap out of here. And now that, they bought it and now they have to deal with the financial risk of it, now it hurts Disney even more. And I do feel bad for everybody. You know what I mean? I'm not wishing Disney to fail. There's a lot of YouTubers that want Disney to fail because because again, they have a lot of hatred because of what they did with Star Wars and how they fucked it up. And, they're going more of an SJW pandering route with their entertainment. But again, you don't want to see people losing their jobs, not just the top people. And, even the top people, you don't want them to lose their job, but the smaller people, the everyday regular people like you and I are hurt now. And now everyone has to file unemployment, which is really, really sad. I mean, my hearts go out to everybody, who are affected by CV and everything that's happening, or the beer bug. So it's really, really sad, but it just shows you that, I think it's going to wake Disney up. I think it's going to wake a lot of corporations up. I already talked about a video how there's talks about they're going to possibly put Black Widow and Wonder Woman and all these other movies straight to digital, because we have no idea when the movie theaters will be open. And even if they're open, people might not feel comfortable going in there in like 2 or 3 months later. They still might be scared. Or, you might not have it where people are just, comfortable going out like that. So, it's going to be, people are going to be very, very antisocial. And the problem with Disney is that they rely so much on the parks and stuff like that, is that, imagine if you're a family of 4, let's just say this, like, oh, we saved like $10,000 to go to Disneyland. Now that shit is real and the Grim Reaper pretty much cut a sight, you're like, oh, you have a choice between going to Disneyland or buying toilet paper. And you're like, oh shit, we gotta go buy toilet paper or food, because this is all about survival. It's all about survival of the fittest. And the problem is, you don't understand when it comes to economics, non-essential stuff, entertainment is the first thing to go. And we see it, what happens. And it's sad. It really, really is heartbreaking. And that's why I think one of the reasons why I think a lot of YouTube channels, or even, I think, for example, even like anime and manga, I think it's going to get its shine finally, because everything, because Japan, they're just like, yo, listen, we're still dropping My Hero Academia and manga and stuff like that. I know hip-hop, they're still going to be dropping songs. Like, I know Childish Gambino dropped a new song or album in the weekend and stuff like that. But they're just not going to be doing music videos. So they're just like, listen, we're still going to keep making the bread. We're still making money, blah, blah, blah. We're just not maybe making it continuously. And Japan Shonen Jump, they haven't pretty much said like, oh, we're going to stop not putting out anime or manga content. They're saying, listen, we're still putting this out. Unless they put out a statement and be like, yo, listen, Shonen Jump, we're not doing it because of this and that. The manga creators are still doing the chapters week to week. Difference is, I guess they're just in isolation. If they do, they probably quarantine. And if they quarantine, they could just write it and send it digitally to the editors and then put it up on Shonen Jump app or whatever it is. But overall, it's just, I always said hip-hop and anime, they don't give a shit. And it's just facts. And the thing is, I do feel like if you're an independent creator like me, or you're someone who's trying to create a story and put it out, or, you're trying to tell a story, you don't have to have, this is the perfect time to do it, because everyone's stuck at home, they're bored out of their mind, there's nothing they can do. All the TV shows are reruns except the news. And you don't have to worry about a corporation or an empire like a Disney, a Warner Brothers, a Sony, or a Universal to overshadow you, because all their other stuff are hurt right now, at least for the next 3 or 4 months, or whenever this gets situated. So this is the perfect time to really get your shine, and really, to really get your opportunity, this is the best time to do it, in my personal opinion, because everybody else is bored and losing their mind and have nothing to do, and all eyes on you if you want to put out a YouTube channel, a podcast, trying to tell a story. You want to do like a comic series or a book or novelization, and you want to put it out there digitally or whatever. You could do it right now. So I'm saying this is the perfect time to take advantage of that opportunity. That's just my personal opinion. But anyway, to say with Disney, I do feel bad for them. I don't want people to lose their jobs, but I do think buying 20th Century Fox was the dumbest decision they ever made, in my personal opinion. And now, with everything happening, it's going to be different. I'm telling you, all these corporations, everyone's going to get hit. And I'm not saying everybody's getting hit. Even the things that are essential, they're getting hit. You feel me? But I do feel like entertainment is going to be viewed a lot differently. I feel like it's going to be like Infinity War Endgame. Thanos before the snap, and then after the snap, the snap and then the blip. You feel me? I feel like things are going to start changing socially, politically, economically, even when all this stuff dies down. And I do think people are not going to take things for granted and are going to view the world a lot differently and not take things for granted. And this is what we're seeing right now. And Disney's going to be a different type of company. I think there's going to be a lot of cutbacks. I won't be surprised if they cancel the Marvel. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to cut back on the Marvel Comics division. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to sell off some of their properties. I think they'll probably keep Marvel, obviously, probably for the movies or the TV shows, whatever. Star Wars, I don't know about that. Pixar, they'll keep. ESPN, they might get rid of. I'm just saying, ABC, they'll keep. Hulu, we're not sure yet. Disney Plus, probably keep it. But overall, a lot of their they're not going to be flexing their muscles with the money like they did before. It's going to be a different type of company, and it's going to be a very different Disney when 4 to 5 or 6 months later, they're going to be completely different. That's just my personal opinion. So again, let me know in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Disney is going to be able to come back and flex their muscles and be like, we got this shit, blah blah, or is it going to be a completely different company that we've been seeing? It's going to be way different than we have seen for the past couple of years, how they've been kind of, flexing their muscles and bragging and stuff like that and going around bossing people around and being a monopoly. I think that monopoly is crashing and, the buildings, the walls, the empire, the Roman Empire is falling, and that's just what we're seeing right now. That's really it. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.